I've waited so long, it seems like, for this show to start today. We will definitely talk NFL Week 17, all the stories and blunders of the weekend. I will talk a little bit of NBA and more of the NFL. I'll talk about the head coaching vacancies and why Derrick Henry will be snubbed from NFL MVP. This coming from a Colts fan. This is Mike Sit First live on Twin Sports and Zingo TV channel 761. Our show is presented by MyBookie.ag. When you go to MyBookie.ag and enter your first deposit, enter that promo code Sports. Promo code 120Z Sports, all caps, no spaces, for up to a $1,000 first deposit bonus. After a word from DrinkAid, I'll first get into the NFL Week 17, and boy, was it interesting.
DrinkAid, ready for distribution worldwide.
I want to thank, first of all, before I get started here, Mitch Bernstein of the Burn with Mitch, who starts at 6 o'clock every Tuesday, and 8 o'clock version of Captain Lou, who just went on an epic rampage about a game that we'll get to, and I'm going to try to lay off that until I get to that point. But shout out to our Tuesday Triple Crown. I will try to take this baton and take us to the finish line and perhaps shed some more light. If you're watching live, I appreciate you. And if you're listening to the replay or watching the replay, what's up? Okay. We'll go through all 16 of these games. And for the first time in my life, I got 6 weeks in a row with 11 or more games correct. And for the second time during this stretch, I got 13 games correct. So I'm very excited that this happened. First off, I told you guys the Falcons would try to keep it close against the Buccaneers. And for the most part, this game was close. Tom Brady kind of stat padded late in the game. And if you know anything about the Buccaneers, they've been up and down all year. The Atlanta Falcons had a chance, and they blew it. And Matt Ryan's tenure in Atlanta might have come to an end. They finished 4-12. As for the Falcons, as for the Buccaneers, they finished 11-5. And I would like to offer the Falcons a cookie or a Powerade. I'm looking for something. I don't have anything right now. Sorry. I'm in a gift-giving mood right now. But I want to be very clear that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers underachieved so far this season. I do not believe they will go to the Super Bowl. I don't believe they're going to sniff the Super Bowl. Their NFC teams right now are so good, and the Buccaneers are just not one of those teams. Tom Brady was above average this season, but he had an all-star cast around him. And thankfully for the Buccaneers' sake, Mike Evans was not as badly hurt as we first thought. He could not put any weight on that left knee. I believe he should be fine. But we're going to talk about playoffs in a little bit. But Buccaneers beat the Falcons, and no surprise there. The next game I got correct again. The Buffalo Bills not just beat the Miami Dolphins, who actually, at this point, were fighting for a playoff spot. So let's not kid ourselves. Dolphins were a very good team, but they were another AFC East team. And Bills, to say they ran it up was kind of amateur because they actually ran it up and rubbed it in. They won 56-26. Every time I looked down at the game score, the score kept going up. Even Matt Barkley threw a touchdown, for crying in the sink. So Dolphins got their butts smacked in. Brian Flores will not come out in the future. I've interviewed Will Manso, a Miami reporter, on this show before. And Will Manso says Brian Flores believes next man up and nobody has their job guaranteed. It sucks for Tua, but it's true. And Tua did not prove anything. But Tua, obviously, I believe, will be opened up next season. I believe the Dolphins are going to keep their coaching carousel they have. The Baltimore Ravens destroyed the Cincinnati Bengals 38-3. And in this game, the Ravens had to win. And Baltimore finished the season very strong. They are in the playoffs. And God almighty, they looked incredible. Bengals, they're the Bengals. And Joe Burrow got hurt. But they still have a lot of work to do. I mean, I understand that Joe Burrow's not there. But 38-3, come on now. Why are we only going to have to play the Steelers? Speaking of the Pittsburgh Steelers, they played to win. Despite resting guys like Big Ben and others, Mason Rudolph low-key made some nice throws in the revenge game for Myles Garrett and Mason Rudolph. The Browns did squeak out a victory 24-22, despite Baker Mayfield and company doing everything in their power to lose that game. The Steelers did come away with a victory. The Browns came away with a victory, and they're in the playoffs for the first time since 2002. Unfortunately, there's terrible news coming from the Browns organization that we'll get to in our next segment. As for now, they're in the playoffs, and we'll leave it at that. So the first of these Week 17 games that is going to make me pissed off is the Dallas Cowboys lost to the New York Giants. I thought the Cowboys would win this game, but Daniel Jones played pretty well. And the Giants' defense was lights out again, and the Cowboys, who had just won 3 straight, fell to 6-10, and the Giants improved to 6-10 with a chance to make the playoffs. Wayne Gallman did his best impression of somebody paid me to fumble this football, because Wayne Gallman, to ice the game, he finds a big hole, literally with the hand of God on his shoulder pushing him forward, he drops the ball. Who was paying him? Thankfully, he jumped on the football, but that was so cowboyish, it was hysterical, and the Giants, of course, did their thing, but my God, Wayne Gallman, I have rooted for you, but Lord have mercy, that could have been the big story of the week. In a game that featured 2 underachieving quarterbacks, Kirk Cousins, who had no Dalvin Cook, and Matthew Stafford as the Lions battled the Vikings in an NFC North clash. The Vikings won 37-35 in a shootout. 2 quarterbacks who are never that great went bonkers in what was one of the best games of the week. The Jets and the Patriots played, and I wanted the Jets to win this game, and no, Sam Darnold just wet the bed. I don't know what got into Cam Newton, but he suddenly showed up in a game this year, and Patriots won 28-14. That was one of my bets with Vegas swears, and God forbid if I could win money. Both times this man has given me props to give me money, I've literally crapped my pants. I went 2-3 this week. Again, it was bad. Every other week I'm like 4-1. This week I went 2-3 again. Whatever. Shout out Patriots for winning that game. Bill Belichick. I think 7-9 is low key pretty stinking good for what he had to work with, especially that Sham Newton fellow. Yeah, congratulations, Bill Belichick. The Packers beat a hot Bears team, and I genuinely thought the Bears would put up a better fight, but Packers showed flexed their muscles. 35-16, it was not even close. The Las Vegas Raiders, 32-31 of the Broncos, and the Broncos should not have been in that game. Then Josh Jacobs survives a crash when he was drunk driving to an airport. Stupid decision by an athlete who is supposed to be Derrick Henry 2.0. Josh Jacobs, that was a dumb decision, sir. I'm glad you're okay. I'm also glad you didn't kill anybody else in the process. Tennessee Titans won a game they should have won a long time ago. They had to rely on a field goal and a miracle throw by Ryan Tannehill to A.J. Brown. The Titans did beat the Texans 41-38, and afterwards Deshaun Watson was told by J.J. Watt, this is called by NFL Films, that J.J. Watt told Deshaun, we failed you this year, we wasted your season. His words, not mine. The Jaguars lost to the Colts 14-28 in a game again. I trusted the Colts to win by more than 2 touchdowns. The team that we lost to had our number once again. We only won by 14. We should have won by more. Oh! The Chargers beat the Chiefs 38-21, or let me say, the Chargers beat the baby Chiefs, okay? Chad Henne even had a safety in this game. He was not good. Tyreek Hill was not there. Travis Kelce was not there. They're already without Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Justin Herbert played well. Congratulations. We'll talk about the Chargers in a little bit. Cardinals got punked by the Rams 18-7. That wasn't very good. Rams will play the Seahawks. We'll talk about that game in a little bit as well. Saints butchered the Panthers 33-7. Seahawks barely beat what's left of the 49ers 26-23. I'm saving this one. I'm saving this one. I'm saving this game for the next part of my show. The Eagles lost to the football team 20-14. We're going to leave that alone for now. We're going to leave that alone. But please bear with me. I'm going to scream at Doug Peterson. We're going to leave that alone for now. We're going to leave that alone. First word from my bookies, we talk about Wild Card Weekend, and then we'll talk about Doug Peterson. All right, so coming up is our picks for Wild Card Weekend. And I'll be honest, I have looked at these games, but I have not at the same time. So bear with me here. We're going to talk about the playoffs right now. Okay. On Saturday, my Indianapolis Colts are 7-point underdogs against the Buffalo Bills. The over-under is 51. As I've said on Mike said it first on YouTube, I am a big fan of the Bills money line and maybe over 51 if I'm the betting man. But I'll leave it at I only went with the Bills money line. I'm scared that Phillip Rivers will keep this game close. I have sworn this game had a different line earlier, but 7. Bills should be favored, and they are. But I believe the Bills can be caught gagging. I just don't know if we have anybody like in guard Stephon Diggs. I love our defense, but it's going to be a tough. I think Josh Allen's going to have a tough game, but I think the Bills should win the game. The Seattle Seahawks are 4.5-point favorites against the Los Angeles Rams. Russell Wilson, who owns that division. I believe this game is going to be a low-scoring game. I don't even know if Jared Goff is playing, which is the saddest part about this. He had thumb surgery 8 days ago. And that's kind of interesting because you're wondering how bad was his thumb that he had to do this. Because 8 days ago, you're still fighting for a playoff spot, and now Jared Goff, who, I don't know who they have waiting to replace him. I'm sure he's not as good. Not that Jared Goff is good, but he's not as adequate as Jared Goff is. That's tough. I got Seahawks to win the game. Russell Wilson is going to do his thing against an NFC West opponent. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 9-point favorites in the last game of Saturday at 8:15 Eastern against the Washington football team. I believe this game will go under the point total, and I will have a best bets for you in just a little bit. Actually, I'm not sure here. No, one of my best bets might be this game right here, but football team and Buccaneers, I feel like we're going to have a very tough, nasty, 14-12 kind of game. It's not going to be pretty. Ron Rivera might use Alex Smith and somebody else. I don't know who else they have, with the Heineke guy. Not sure what that's going to do. But I do know that the defensive line of the Washington football team is awesome. Their defense is awesome in general. And Tom Brady has struggled against, good defenses. The problem is, will the football team have enough offense? This could be reminding of the Rams against the Patriots in the Super Bowl, where Tom Brady just makes one last throw to Gronk. And God forbid, all of a sudden he's the greatest quarterback of all time. Let me shut up. Hello, Sunday games. So the Sunday games, again, I've got the Bills to beat the Colts, the Seahawks to beat the Rams, and the Buccaneers to beat the football team, but in a very ugly, nasty type of game. Now, for Sunday, the games that I will not, unfortunately, be able to watch, the Ravens are 3.5-point favorites. And as I said on Mike Said It First on YouTube earlier today, I believe that the Ravens, it's funny how this game is transitioned. Like the Ravens franchise has been different this year. So last year, they came in, everybody had the target on the back, that Lamar Jackson was the MVP, and it felt like the Ravens were on top of the world. This season, the Ravens snuck in. When I say snuck in, they were very close to missing the playoffs. They were hot when they entered the playoffs, but again, the Ravens could have been better this year at times. And Lamar Jackson has some growing pains as the league tried to figure him out. That being said, I believe the Titans will lose this game. I have the Baltimore Ravens to win in a close game. I believe that Lamar Jackson and company will put up points early. I believe Lamar Jackson and company will put up points early. And I feel like the Titans will pull another comeback as they have been doing quite a bit this season. They have started slow so many times this season, it has come to bite them in the butt against good teams. I believe the Titans will come back after being down like 14 and make it close, but Ravens will make one or two good plays early, maybe late, that'll win this game. I've got the over 55, by the way, as well. The Chicago Bears are now 10-point underdogs to the New Orleans Saints. Saints I hope they're with Alvin Kamara in this game. They did put up 33 on the Panthers, but I still feel like they're going to need Alvin Kamara to win this football game. The Bears, last time we saw Trubisky in a playoff game, I remind people, Trubisky was like 2 or 3 doinks away from winning a playoff game against, I believe, the Eagles. So Trubisky is not incapable of winning a football game. I'm interested to see how this game goes. Bears defense, I'm not saying Trubisky's great. I'm saying if Bears defense can put him in a spot to win, I will not be surprised if the Bears find a way. Now, for the New Orleans Saints, this game is set in stone for them. And I feel like the New Orleans Saints are one of the teams where it's put up or shut up this playoffs. Their window is closing. We don't know if Taysom Hill or Jameis Winston is the answer. All we know is that Drew Brees wants to retire. We know the Saints have been here for like 3 or 4 straight years of being punked out by refs or whatever. Saints need to win this game. They need to win it handily. This will be a defensive slugfest. I think it goes under 47. The Browns are 6-point underdogs against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And by the way, the Browns will be without head coach Kevin Stefanski. Why? Because COVID-19 is a schmuck. I don't know why we would we wouldn't postpone these games. I feel like the NFL thinks they have a national holiday on February the 7th when the Super Bowl was supposed to be played. It does not have to be played on February the 7th. I would like to know why, now that we've hit the playoffs, why we cannot postpone these games. Why can't the Browns have a chance? I don't care what team would not have a chance. I'm not saying it just because it's the Browns. I'm saying it because why can't the Browns, like every other team, have a chance? Like even college football is thinking about postponing their game. And that's huge. I would be kind of mad because I was off on this Monday. I would like to know why we can't postpone this game. I think Steelers, I can't believe this line is still at 6 points. I feel like the Steelers are going to win by 30. I don't see how this game's going to be close, especially with all these guys out. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some players out as well. Whatever. As for my 3 best bets, I might do 4. Because 4 is more money, right? Want some mucho dinero? I would say to go under 45 for the Washington football team versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Over 55 for Ravens and Titans. Under 47, Saints and Bears. And let's just throw the Steelers -6 because I mean it's a parlay. Let's see what we win if we get all 4 of those games. So 4 of those games plus 1,200. I think that would mean $120. I think. I'm starting to learn this thing a little bit more. So I'm doing this correctly here. It's not what I clicked on. Here we go. Yeah, $120. See, I'm getting the hang of this thing. I believe those are the 4 best, but I'm picking a lot of totals this week. Now, Captain Lou of the Captain Lou Extravaganza has all the favorites this weekend. More power to you, Lou. That was part of a six-pack challenge on Toilet Sports. We come back with some of the head coaching vacancies and stay tuned. Doug Pearson. I'm going to try not to cuss. We'll be right back.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
At Amazon, we're pretty good at getting things done. We're pretty good at solving problems. COVID-19 is the biggest challenge we've had to face. But challenges are what motivate us. Like flying masks to our employees around the world. We're doing everything we can to get you what you need, and doing everything we can to keep our people safe. I'm former Navy pilot Sarah Rhodes, and I'm proud to lead our Amazon Air network.
Drinkade, ready for distribution worldwide.
Doug Pearson, who the heck do you think you are? I have a question for people who are coming to the Eagles' defense from only 3 spots up in the draft. I want to question you people who think the Eagles are justified for putting Nate Sudfeld in a football game on national television. I want to ask people why the Eagles players are pissed. I want to ask people why the Giants players are pissed. Doug Peterson is a joke and a fraud. Doug Peterson, in a game that was flexed to prime time national television, decided to put in Nate Sudfeld with his team down 3 points. How is that okay? For those of you that peaked in high school football, I have a question to ask you, because that sure seems to have the biggest issue with all of this. For those of you that peaked in high school football, if you were good enough to go to the NFL, would you have gone? Oh, good. That's fantastic. I'm happy for you. Would you have done this? I lose all respect for you if you say you would throw that game. For the people saying the Giants should have won 6 games, miss me with that crap. That division could have been won with 6 wins. And Doug Peterson felt it was beneath him. Doug Peterson felt he was too big for the shield of the National Football League. I go back to Major League Baseball, who embraces cheating. They cheat the game they love, using steroids and sign stealing, and literally will brush by. Like, there are baseball fans that couldn't care less about cheating. Blatant cheating. What is this then? Who paid Doug Peterson to do that? There's no competitive advantage for putting in Nate Sudfeld, besides intentionally losing a football game. So what is the point? Why do it? This man has ridden the success of Frank Reich and Nick Foles to think he is some boss man that controls everything. The Giants are justified in being pissed off. This game, again, was literally taken by the NFL and said, oh, this will be competitive. We'll put this on national television for fans to look at. It's an entertainment business. How is that entertaining? I'm not even saying this is a Daniel Jones fan. I'm a Colts fan. I don't have a dog in this fight. The NFL constantly looks stupider and stupider with the handling of domestic violence cases, with the COVID-19 take it as it comes approach, with allowing Doug Peterson to tank on the last game of the season where everybody's glued to the television. This is why I'm off work. This is why I like to watch this moron throw the game. Really? I can see both sides. I understand why the Giants should have won 8 games. Well, Joe Judge shouldn't be mad. What? Again, as a child, what message does that send? The Eagles players were visibly frustrated. Doug Peterson believes he is bigger than football. And for people who peaked in high school to tell me that it's okay to not be competitive, how would you feel? You're making millions of dollars to finally play the game that you love. You made it. Is that what you would do? Why am I even talking sports with you if that's what you would do? Because I hear a lot of, I know the game or I played before. Screw you playing before. That means you should hate this even more. This isn't about the Giants. This isn't about the playoff spot. This is about competitiveness, competition, the shield, the brand, the fans. Does that not matter to anybody? Why is the NFL okay with this? Oh, the same reason they're okay with Vontaze Burfict intentionally headhunting players for years before he's finally called out. The way they're okay with Ray Rice attacking a woman in the elevator. The same way they're okay with COVID-19. Oh well, screw it. Browns, who cares if you play a competitive football game? The NFL is poorly run, and this is another example. Nothing will happen to Doug Peterson. Nothing. While fans like you and me will have to sit at home, working our butts off to watch that happen. In my recreation, I choose to watch sports. It's what I love to do. That is what I get. Why? And better yet, why are you the people okay with that? It's not right. Everything you know about football is thrown down the drain when you allow this stuff to happen. The preparation, the getting paid, the competition, the physicality. Throw it all away. Screw it. That's what Doug Peterson did. Oh, there's going to be it's from pick 9 to pick 6. Who cares? We don't even know if Doug Peterson's going to have a job next year. Who cares? Again, I ask you, the viewer, why are you okay with this? I have not heard one definitive answer of anybody who's told me why it's okay. Make a point to me. Again, I don't care about the Giants right now. I'm a Colts fan. But why is that okay to throw a football game? It's not. The NFL thought that game would be competitive, so we're forced to watch that game on Sunday Night Football, and Nate Sudfeld is the quarterback of the future. Really? Why is that okay to you? Again, it's just like baseball. If you're a child who grows up playing and watching this game, and you cheat the game you love, you take everything you know, you toss it down the drain. In the NFL, you've grown up, you've gone through injuries and heartache, and you throw this away. You throw everything you've learned down the drain.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
At Amazon, we're pretty good at getting things done. We're pretty good at solving problems. COVID-19 is the biggest challenge we've had to face. The challenges are what motivate us. Like flying masks to our employees around the world. We're doing everything we can to get you what you need, and doing everything we can to keep our people safe. I'm former Navy pilot Sarah Rhodes, and I'm proud to lead our Amazon Air network.
Let's go and talk head coach openings. Here are the so there's 6 teams right now looking for a head coach, and all pretty much have a good quarterback. You have the Lions, the Chargers, the Falcons, the Texans. Oh, I'm missing some. But here are my rankings from 6 to 1. Number 1, I have the Chargers. I'm not the biggest fan of Justin Herbert personally, but I'm a huge fan of LA, and I'm a huge fan of the defense. I'm a huge fan of Mike Williams. I like Keenan Allen. If you're the Chargers head coach, you're like, what else do I have to do besides win a close game? Well, there's not much to do here, except I hope Justin Herbert doesn't screw everything up. So Chargers number 1, and I don't think it's very close. I tried to make this close in my head. The more I thought about it, I was like, it's pretty much Science Hill delivered Chargers the best job. Number 2 is where it gets tricky. This job is only sexy for one reason. And it's the fact that you get Trevor Lawrence. Make no mistake, Justin Fields, maybe if the coach is feeling some kind of way, but Trevor Lawrence is the guy here. And for the Jacksonville Jaguars, that's what you're going to get with the number 1 pick. They were competitive last year. They went like 8-8 against the spread. They were 1-15, so they were competitive. So now Doug Marrone has bit the bullet in Jacksonville. There's only one flaw with this job, and I don't know how big of a flaw this is. The flaw is Jacksonville sucks as a fan base, so now they might move to London. I mean, that's like years away. But it's just something to talk about, right? Oh, and shout out to the NBA, which I'll get to later on, for being there might be two chances at there might be 2 expansion teams coming, which is awesome. That's the best thing that's happened to COVID so far. We'll do that in a little bit. But Jaguars, maybe they move to London. I don't know. You might pass away at 80 years old by the time Jaguars do that. They've been talking about that for the last 20 years since they opened the franchise. But Jacksonville Jaguars should be in a great spot. Plus, you have the kid Robinson, the running back, should be fun. Oh, DJ Chark is a thing too. So there you go. Number 3, the New York Jets. Now, interesting thing about this job, the Jets still have Sam Darnold. I still am not completely out on Sam Darnold. I thought he was better than Josh Rosen, and he has been. So I'm right again on quarterbacks, but that's for another podcast or another show. But I feel like the New York Jets, with all of the New York media, AFC East is still technically up for grabs. People like to say, what's hot right now is to say, the Bills are great. The Bills are going to run the AFC East for years. Not so fast, and here's why. The 49ers were supposed to be this next dynasty. COVID and injuries killed them this year. We don't know what the 49ers are going to do this year. I believe the 49ers are saying the Bills had a great year. Can they continue that, though, is the question. They have some nice pieces in place. Sean McDermott is a nice head coach. But I don't know if the Bills are going to run this division. So the Jets, still a nice opening, and you still might get Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence. Why not? The Houston Texans are I don't like the Texans because I'm a Colts fan. I love Deshaun Watson. There's a lot of work that needs to be done in Houston after Bill O'Brien sold cocaine. I'm kidding. After Bill O'Brien sold the franchise away. Got rid of Hopkins. J.J. Watt's still there, but he's getting old. Got rid of a bunch of guys. Got rid of Larry Tunsil. So you're left with Deshaun Watson and hope that you find some guys in the draft. That's a good job, though, because AFC South is a pushover. You have the Jaguars. Oh, if you do the Texans job, you need to play Trevor Lawrence. You need to play the Colts. The Titans are still up and down. But hey, open division, Houston, Texas. Not that I care. Apparently a lot of people do. And you got Deshaun Watson. Number 5, the Falcons. as a person in Georgia, I want to put this job higher. But the Falcons are, Atlanta's a great city, first of all. Matt Ryan still might be there, although you could draft Justin Fields again. He's a Georgia guy. You have a nice mystique of the franchise. Art Blankenship, or whatever his name is seems like a cool owner. The city of Atlanta, like I said before. The new home stadium is nice. And Falcons have a very passionate fan base. Number 6, Detroit Lions. I mean, I'm trying to think of good things to say about this. Only thing I can think of is that the Lions, okay, I get it. They're tough. They're a town that's hungry. Who cares? I thought this is the one, like the Texans, you can at least say, oh, it's Houston, you got Deshaun Watson. The Lions, if Matt Stafford leaves, woo, we're in Detroit. Let's go drink some water. Woo, let me shut up. That's it, but Chargers, Jaguars, Jets, Texans, Falcons, and the Lions. That's it. That's what we got going on. NFL MVP, okay, first of all, the people putting in Josh Allen for the NFL MVP, shut up. Just shut up. This dude has 10 interceptions. You cannot take those away from him. They exist. And if anything, Sean McDermott should win Coach of the Year. I'll give that to them. But for the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen, he's not in the MVP conversation. Who is, though? Oh, Derrick Henry, Aaron Rodgers, and Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is number 3 because he's locked up the division and didn't need to play in the last game or two. So there you go. Aaron Rodgers will win the MVP. He should not. Aaron Rodgers has Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams, a decent defense, and I want to make this clear. He's a quarterback. There are 11 people on a football field. A lot of times the quarterback is overblown. The quarterback can win you or lose you a game, and I understand that. You know, that's fine. Quarterback can do that. But Derrick Henry, so a stat was brought to my attention this morning, I believe on First Things First. Aaron Rodgers, there was a football game this year where Aaron Rodgers threw for 123 yards and the Packers won. If Derrick Henry has a game where he scores, let's see, that's about a third of a game. So let's say where Derrick Henry scores about 40 rushing yards. Do we really think the Titans are going to win that game? And be honest with yourselves. The Titans are playing a formidable opponent. The Titans win that football game. The answer is no. Ryan Tannehill has been really, really good with what? Derrick Henry to back him up. Derrick Henry carried the franchise on his back the entire season. I'm a Colts fan. I don't like Alabama either. So I don't like the Titans. I don't like Alabama. I love Derrick Henry. He's earned my respect of being a monster. I was one of the people, and like you want to say Mike said it last, I was one of the people who said before the season, one of the few things I got wrong this year, I thought Derrick Henry might fall off at the end of the year. I feel stupid. I feel really stupid. Fill the cup, baby. Oh, okay, that was a dumb take. I feel like Derrick Henry, after having a great year last year, I didn't think I dang sure did not think he'd improve, and he got better and almost broke Eric Dickerson's record. That's rough. But Derrick Henry single-handedly won the games this year. Ryan Tannehill, of course, had to make it through A.J. Brown, but Derrick Henry had rushed for like 250 yards from that point. I mean, come on now. Get out of here. The Titans, the reason they go down so big is if Derrick Henry is stopped, they lose. So, I'm just saying. And again, Aaron Rodgers has been great. Mahomes has been great. They deserve it, and I will not be mad if they lose. I just want to shed some light that running backs can win the award when they have a year like this, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
At Amazon, we're pretty good at getting things done. We're pretty good at solving problems. COVID-19 is the biggest challenge we've had to face. The challenges are what motivate us. Like flying masks to our employees around the world. We're doing everything we can to get you what you need, and doing everything we can to keep our people safe. I'm former Navy pilot Sarah Rhodes, and I'm proud to lead our Amazon Air network.
I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. I know it's been very energetic. I've actually loved the way the show has gone. Appreciate everybody. Don't forget, 12sportsnetwork.com/Amazon. Just because the holidays are gone does not mean you don't need to order more stuff. I know a lot of times there's stuff on Amazon that you can get in stores that you can't get in stores you can get on Amazon. So check it out. But please use the affiliate link. 12sportsnetwork.com/Amazon. If you don't know what the affiliate link is, just take it straight to Amazon, costs you nothing. Bingo, out of boom, capiche. So, mybookie.ag. You like to give away your money? I mean, I don't. I wish I could. I'm kidding. mybookie.ag. If you're really good at playing sports, betting, and all that stuff, mybookie.ag. Promo code 12OunceSports. That's 12OZ Sports, all caps, no spaces. For up to a $1,000 deposit bonus. Nobody does it. And MyBookie, 12 Sports, trust me on that. Fill the cup, baby. Oh. Subscribe to Mike Said It First on YouTube. I got one subscriber, it's myself. Whatever. NBA. We're talking NBA right now. The New York Knicks have an MVP candidate in Julius Randle. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but it's kind of scary. The Miami Heat have been without Jimmy Butler. They're still 3-3. I'll take that. Bama's been great. Heat fans still crying and crying and crying. The Brooklyn Nets are 4-4, and that's with Kyrie and KD. Although KD is now out for the next 4 games because of COVID. He already had COVID in May, but now he's been exposed to it, so we'll see what happens there. The Washington Wizards are 2-5 with Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal. I think Russell Westbrook's done a good job. It's not his fault. The team sucks, okay? Let's be fair. The Charlotte Hornets with LaMelo Ball. LaMelo has been improving despite national speculation. Raptors are 1-5, and that's not good. Just saying. The Sixers are the best team in basketball, probably. They're 6-1 right now. Joel Embiid is the MVP candidate. Doc Rivers doing his thing. Celtics, have you seen Jason Tatum? JT has been great, dude. Has been so clutch this year. The Hawks have looked very competitive. Giannis has looked good, but they're 4-3. So a lot of teams are already losing a bunch of games. So keep an eye on that. The Phoenix Suns I'm glad I bought into them when I did, because Chris Paul's carrying that team. They're 5-2 right now, tied with the Clippers and the Lakers for the top spot in the West. That's a thing. Warriors, have you seen my guy James Wiseman, who's looked fantastic? I wanted LaMelo Ball for the draft. I still believe that, but James Wiseman, oh my God, this dude's incredible. Mavericks, Luka Doncic went off last night, so he's back in the mix. Rockets are 2-3, just because they didn't have James Harden for 2 games. Nuggets are only 2-4. interesting. Thunder 2-4. I thought they would be bad, and they are. Jazz are 4-3. But I mean, NBA, it's an interesting season so far. There's been a lot of different stuff. I genuinely thought that the NBA would see a lot of awesome performances this year from guys who have been around, like Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard's been garbage. Lillard has been trash. I mean, I'm watching the Trailblazers and Bulls game right now. Was it Bulls? Oh, it's the Bulls. I haven't watched Zach LaVine in a while. I just watched the Lakers nearly blow a lead to the when they played on the Grizzlies without John Morant. Good game though. Yeah, the Blazers lead the Bulls 17-10 right now. Zach LaVine, Carter Jr. who can shoot a 3. Never mind, I lied. But that's been it for tonight. Just a fun show tonight. Doug Peterson is a bum. The Chargers have the best job opening, and it's not close. They'll still have Trevor Lawrence. NFL MVP is Derrick Henry, although they're going to give it to Aaron Rodgers. But I wish we could start, looking at that award a little bit better. And my bets are as follows. I don't know why I closed out my bookie while doing the show. Makes no sense whatsoever. But my bets were the football team and the Buccaneers under 45. The Ravens and Titans over 55. Saints and Bears under 47. If you want to throw in the Steelers -6, go ahead. The Browns might not make it at all. And don't forget Ohio State against Alabama. Oh! That's what I forgot. Guess what? You're going to like me now. The Ohio State Buckeyes and the Alabama Crimson Tide are playing Monday, I believe. The game should go on. They might not because of COVID-19 stuff with the Buckeyes. So like I said, even college football cares about COVID now. I don't know why it matters now. Captain Lou saying it must be COVID in the ribs of Justin Fields. Oh, that's bad. Captain Lou is mean. But he's a good guy. But man, that was mean. He's like COVID in the ribs. Get out of here. But I have to make my pick. Okay. So let's make the pick. Ohio State, Alabama. This game is intriguing for sure. It's intriguing because Ryan Day is growing on me. And Ohio State has beaten Alabama before, albeit with a totally different cast. When I come back, though, we'll talk about it. I'll make my prediction next.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
At Amazon, we're pretty good at getting things done. We're pretty good at solving problems. COVID-19 is the biggest challenge we've had to face. But challenges are what motivate us. Like flying masks to our employees around the world. We're doing everything we can to get you what you need, and doing everything we can to keep our people safe. I'm former Navy pilot Sarah Rhodes, and I'm proud to lead our Amazon Air network.
TorontoSportsNetwork.com/Amazon, MyBookie.ag, promo code 120Z Sports, all caps, no spaces. Zingo TV channel 761, promo 120Z. Thank you so much for watching. MKADHD is your place to see me on Twitter. And by the way, Alabama wins the national championship. I said it. God bless it. Devontae Smith, congratulations for Devontae for winning the Heisman. Seattle could get a basketball team finally. You know why? The NBA said to cover expenses of COVID, of finances lost, they're going to try to add 2 teams. Let's go, Adam Silver. You're a beast. I'm impressed with that, actually. Like, wow. Like, it took, like, COVID, you know, I'm over here, like, COVID seems pretty cool right now. I'm kidding. That's not even funny. Thanks so much for watching, listening, subscribing, tailing, following, loving, all kind of good stuff, right? It's been real. It's been realistic for sure. It's Mike the First signing. I'm signing off. Thanks, guys, once again.
Drinkade, ready for distribution worldwide.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.